Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with a collection by Mindy Eggen. This is the Classic Legends collection. This is a perfect collection for Father's Day, birthdays, and more. Masculine cards, feminine cards, just lots of fun with this classic car, but there's like a muscle car, there's like a 1950s car. Really, really fun, playful collection. Great job, Mindy. Love it. Also, crafters, don't forget to enter the Color Wheel Wow giveaway where you can win a big pack of new Spellbinders Color Wheel cardstock, 12 by 12 inch size, 5 sheets of each color. No purchase necessary, open to US and Canadian residents. I will put a link below in the description box for that. So you just fill out that entry link. Also, crafters, Spellbinders still has their latest steals and deals. I'll link my video here. Okay, crafters, let's get into this Classic Legend collection. Let's get started. This is the entirety of the Classic Road Legends collection. So there are going to be 3 styles of cards to pick from as dies, a speedometer die set, sentiment dies, stamp and die sentiments as well, a better press set, and a 6-count stencil to create a beautiful either sunset, sunrise. It's a little scene for behind the car. Really, really fun. Now, my video is a little late, so some of these cards are sold out because I think they're getting ready for Father's Day. So some of these dies are sold out at Spellbinders. I will also put links below. Everything I'm talking about, I'll detail and link below. Where I find it in stock, that will be the first link. If it's sold out everywhere, because I know this is getting ready for Father's Day, then you can ask to be notified, okay? So there are 3 styles of cars. So this is the main draw, all 3 of them. Muscle car, classic car, timeless truck dies. They're all 3 wonderful styles of cars through the ages too. So this car, the muscle car, is 4 3/4 of an inch wide. The classic car, which is like a 1950s car, is 4 3/4 as well wide by 2 inches tall. Let's see what the pickup truck is. And this pickup truck is like that Hallmark Christmas pickup truck. If you watch the Hallmark channel during Christmas, the red truck, yeah. I love that. 4 3/4 as well, but the height looks different, 2.5 inches tall. So this one has more of a perspective of like coming towards you, the way that is shaped. This one is on level. This car, oh, so funny. This car was giving me Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, that's how old I am. So let's not talk about that part. Also, crafters, there is a speedometer die. This can be used in each set with 20 miles an hour all the way up to 80. The largest circle is 3 3/4. And then there is this emblem piece too, and they can work together. I'll show you here on the packaging, or you can keep them separate. You can put a sentiment in here with one of her sentiment dies or the stamp and die. This is just great for loads and loads and loads of masculine cars. Even for boys that collect cars, they make little model cars. Just really, really fun. And you can change the colors and turn it into a girly car too. Why not? One of my examples is kind of girly as well. This is the speedometer reading, like it can go from, 20 to 80. And then these are the various layers. Really, really fun. Here are the sentiments. Classic sentiments die. So we have happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy Father's Day, congrats. I think it's have a classic day and best wishes. Really, really nice. Very small sizing too for a sentiment die. So if you wanted just a little area, and you'll see it on my example, this is a great die. Cruising by sentiments, stamp and die. This one has all these sentiments. The more rectangular sentiments can be cut with either one of these dies. And cruising by to say has a coordinating die, okay? You can stamp, cut it out, and then underneath it just stamp cruising by to say happy anniversary, happy Father's Day, that type of thing. Really, really fun, comprehensive set. And I love how it's masculine driven to help you make cards easier. Radiant Starburst press plate. This is reminiscent of the circle. I did not check if they fit. Let me see if it fits. Probably does. It looks like it fits. Why not? Then you could just keep it all in-house. Yeah, it can cut it out. So you could have the starburst and you could do a whole thing. This is the only die I did not use. This is the only press plate I did not use, okay? And then there is Scenic Drive Stencil. This is a 6-count stencil, crafters, and creates a beautiful scene. You'll see it on my example. All right, let's start off with card number 1. First up, crafters, card number 1. You see the Hallmark truck? I love this. It's so classic in all their movies, right? The red truck. I really love this. So fun. I die cut the truck with poppy color wheel cardstock. This is also pomegranate color wheel cardstock. And all the silver you see here is from treasured cardstock. This is an assorted pack of specialty cardstock. 15 sheets, 5 styles, 3 sheets each. Glitter metallic, matte metallic, which is what you see here. Brush metallic, mirror metallic, and pearl. I believe I used the brush too in here, I think. Because there's different types of metallic. I wanted it to have that look of, you know how a car has different trims, that type of style. Having fun. This was a really fun one. All right, so now here I'm using a bunch of what's in this collection. There is the sentiment from Classic Sentiments, Happy Father's Day. This is with black and white cardstock. Here is the scene in the background, and I did all 6 layers. It is numbered on the bottom left, and it does have registration marks, okay? I went a little oversized, as I always do, when I haven't been doing lately, so I'm going to go back to my A6 and my A7. So this is an A6 card, 4.5 inch wide, 6.25 inch tall. Look at all these layers. And for this, because I wanted it to look powdery and in the background, I'm using oxide. I did not use any dye ink. This is all distress oxide. This also has a circle, so I think this probably coordinates with that same circle die too. The shape of it is like a big circle, which is probably that same 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I have the card coming like this. You see this open space? That means that I just carried black soot all the way around. So I just carried some black soot just to level it out, make it look like the road, kind of dark, but over here it's more like, you know, super sunny. So that's from 1 to 6. Look at that. And then I decided, well, seeing that it's outdoors, why not go into the Tunnelscapes collection, which was just on sale. For the aperture, I'm using the Tunnel Clouds die, one of my favorite. I've just been using this so much lately. So this has been on sale. So have these two. If you don't own it, you might want to put it in your wish list and get it one of these days. Fabulous. I'm using the largest cloud here. It can work on an A2, but I knew I wanted to have the sentiment down here and the angle of the truck. That's why I went out to 4.5 instead of 4 1/4. You could also crop it, but I didn't want to crop it. It hangs off just a hair, but not enough to really cause any drama in a card. It will still fit in an A6 card, and the A6 card will be there on your envelope punch board, okay? Or your scoreboard. You will see that number. It does exist. If you didn't get the stencil, you could also have used the clouds here, the sun with that center for it, stars and moons. So it could also be a nighttime thing if you want to do like a lover's lane for your hubby. Have fun with it. Mix, match, and play. Don't I always say that? This is one option you could have used. I could have also used the underwater tunnel, but that would have given me this organic shape. But I think with the outdoor and the clouds, this one was perfect. Then there is the sentiment, cruising by to say. I'm using the cruising by sentiment stamp and die. Here is the stamp, cut it out with a coordinating die. These are all high quality photopolymer stamps. So I put the sentiment here, layered up about 3 times too. So it's nice and solid and sturdy there. And then down here, Happy Father's Day with the card. I love this card. I think what sets it off though is that background. And I love the sentiment right here in the middle of the background with that whole sun and sky, because when it didn't have this, it did just look like, okay, it's the sun. But here it's like, it's the sun, it's saying something. It just tied in everything. And I think the black also ties in everything. Love this card. All right, card number 2. Okay, crafters, card number 2. This is my feminine take. Not necessarily a Mary Kay card, but kind of like a Mary Kay card if it was coral, but not pink. But you could do pink too. So I just wanted to see what it would look like if I did corals with gold. Now, all this gold is brush gold cardstock. That's also another pack of specialty cardstock at Spellbinders. Love, love, love. 10 sheets in a pack. Winner every time, every year. Classic. Just like the car. So here you see the classic card dies. The color wheel cardstocks I'm using is Bellini, Sicily, Alabaster. Up here, this is actually treasured cardstock from the rose gold. The pearl is up here because I just wanted to have a little different break of the sign than down here. This is alabaster, and then in here, that's fawn. So the inside is like, you know, a tan look. I like that. I think that's really fun. The card comes together relatively easy, and on the Spellbinders page, you'll see that same template diagram that you can print out. I was out of town when I made this. I just blew it up on my screen on my phone and worked with it that way, but you can print it out too. Normally, I show you that I print out sometimes. All 3 of these cards, there goes a muscle card too. All three of these cars will have like a template that you can print and see all the layering too, which really helps. Here I did put for the light, because it's like a vintage car, I did put some glossy accent there on the light too. I think that's just so much fun. Look at the steering wheel. There's a little steering wheel, the tires, the car. Really, really fun. Easy to put together. For the title up here, which has such movement because of these little wings, I don't know, it just has a wing look to me. I don't know, this looks like an emblem on a car. I think it's fun. From the speedometer die, I used this piece with that treasured cardstock in rose gold, and then up here, brush gold cardstock. Then on top of it, I did the sentiment. Classic sentiments, happy birthday. In the background, what you're seeing, this is chiffon color wheel cardstock. Because I had just a car and that sentiment label section, I wanted something instead of just a plain background, but I didn't want the background to be busy. So I came in with a oldie but a goodie. Essential Hexi Gems. Tallest die is 3 3/4 by 5.5 inch tall. So here I'm using exactly that. You see it coming all the way out to 5.5 inch. For the card base, I'm coming into one of my favorites. Many of you know this by now. Precision layering, A2 sets A and B. I'm only using set A, where the largest die is 4 1/4, 5.5 inch for that base. And then this layer. So you see how they mix together too? I think that's fun. Then I finished it off with some gold gems, the solid part. So super fun. Next car, look at my muscle car. The first thing I thought though when I saw that car was Starsky and Hutch. That's where I went. Now Starsky and Hutch does have a white stripe. I'll show you a picture here of the car. In my mind, it was still Starsky and Hutch. They just had a new car because they crashed the last one. Chasing a perp. Let me stop. Alrighty, crafters. On my last card, which is the muscle card die, Starsky and Hutch in their red card. This is again poppy cardstock. Here is that silver again, white, and then come up here with the red. Now the red looks different than this. It's the same exact color. Glossy accent. I put some glossy accent here just to give it a little shine. So you could glossy accent up this car. Use red foil. Why not? I think it would be fun. So the muscle car is here. Super duper fun. Easy to put together. All the layers. Just having fun. Look at the seats. I did black seats, and Mindy has lots of great examples of this too. So fun. For the sentiment, wishing you endless miles of joy. That's from the Cruising by Sentiments, cut out with the large die and put right here. Then speedometer die. This is it layered up. So now you saw this part before. Now you're seeing this part. They can go separately. They also work together. Fun. And then in the background, let's talk about that. This is an oldie but goodie. It's called Colorful Splash Hot Foil Plate. And I think it's just so great. Now, when this released last August, Kit Club, until now, thumbs up. Look how it lasted. So I glimmered this on Hammermill cardstock with opaque black hot foil roll. When I don't use a panel or a sentiment that I either glimmer or better press, crafters, I just stack them up. Sometimes I'll separate them. For sentiments, I like to put them in little Ziploc bags separately, keep them as, with their own set so I'll know where it came from. That helps me a lot too. But something like this, the panel, I'll just stack them up in a little plastic box. I don't necessarily put them in a shoebox. You could do that too, but I just don't want them to get wet ever. I did take time to do this, and when you glimmer something like this, you have to leave it on for a little bit longer. Even when the machine says, okay, time to take it off, just sit there for a little bit longer. Almost a minute, just to make sure it fries good. Fry good, or toast good, or iron on good. It comes with sentiments. In this Kit Club, I did make a second card with this. At that time, I didn't like the black, but for this car now, with Starsky and Hutch, it's so working. I'm loving the graffiti with the car. What do you guys think? I think that is fun. And you can trim it too. You could also put a solid bottom, have the graffiti up here, separate it out, but I left the bits. I thought it was just such a nice panel. I did also cut it out with precision layering A2 sets A because I had it like this big, right? I always go oversized because I know I'm going to put a die on it to straighten it out. You see how I cut it like right there towards the edges, right? I was playing with the die for the positioning and knowing exactly where I want to cut. Also, I did that positioning because I didn't want so much of this black so low, interfering with so much of the tire. I think about things like this. I know I get out there with how I use this. Yeah, she's my little helper. Really, crafty assistant through and through. She needs to be repackaged, actually. She's starting to look busted every time I show her to you. I'm thinking, gosh, I have remnants of paper down here. In both of them, they look all tired. But they're just so good, and I just refuse to move it out of here. I don't know. Maybe this is their good luck envelope. Okay, crafters, so in summary, Mindy, love it as a girl's car, love it all year round. You have a friend and you and your friend watch Hallmark movies, you could just use this one for Christmas. Every Christmas, you guys just have fun sending cards to each other because somebody who loves Hallmark Christmas movies will know what this is immediately. Oh, that's so cute. You found that in a die? Starsky and Hutch. If your husband has a car like this, it's your husband's dream car. Change up the colorway if he wants it all black, all white, all silver. But the red is just so pretty too. But love, 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 love. Or handsome. Let me say handsome because, you know, it's a guy's car. Let's not call it pretty. Let's call it handsome. Handsome, handsome, pretty. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, I will put wherever I see it in stock first. That would be the first link. After that, then it will be wherever else you can get notified. Or if you have it already, maybe you ordered it when it first came out and now you have it. Here's some more inspiration for you. Thumbs up. Look at this with the cloud. Thumbs up. Essential Hexigem. You see the nice geometric shape and then this shape? Yeah, use your foundation dyes with this too. I think it would be really, really fun adding those layers. Not too much layers because if you got the stencil and stuff, it's a lot going on already, but fun cards to make. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends.